When God chose where his son was to be born and raised, he chose very specifically one thing. Jesus was to be born and raised in a family, with Mary as his mother, Joseph as his human foster father, chosen for who they were, but also for how they were: loving, righteous, kind, fair-minded toward all, loving of all, and patient. Not as an only child, for that would not have worked for the Saviour of the world. He had 4 brothers and at least 3 sisters, but he was the oldest child by at least 2 years. He was not raised as an emperor, nor was he a beggar. Joseph and Mary weren't rich by any measure, but Joseph was a skilled craftsman. He was a carpenter. It was something he taught and passed on to each of his sons, and they were able to live and raise their children without the deprivations common of the time. None of the children died of the malnutrition during pregnancy, nor any of the malnutritional illnesses common of childhood. All grew to adulthood, all married, and all had families of their own. Jesus learned about love in the family. He learned about truth and value of commandments in this family. He learned about sharing the load equally, about how to carry his weight, doing chores, responsibility, and consequences of not following rules. He was a regular human boy in his life until the age of 13, his bar mitzvah. Then he became aware of his otherness, of his great calling. And at age 20, about, he became fully the Son of God. From everything he learned in the years as part of that family, he brought it forward into his teaching, into his parables, into his love for his disciples, his followers, and the world. It is from the love of his mother and the relationship with her that he understands how you will sometimes argue with your mum, and especially daughters of mothers. He stresses this, having had 3 sisters and 4 brothers. He knew who argued with whom. But if you didn't love, you wouldn't argue. He also understands loving someone deeply, but not particularly liking them at the moment. Within those arguments, though, step back and find the respect for the person with whom you are arguing. Look beyond the subject. Even the Blessed Mother would forget at times he was the Son of God, and arguments ensued, for she didn't feel as if she was being heard, that her counsel wasn't being attended. When she recalled again later his great gift, and to whom she was saying, "Listen to me, I have something vital to say," and who he was, she was chastened, embarrassed, and ashamed for her vanity. But he reminded her with his greatest love, "You will always be my mother, the woman who gave birth to me, who gave me life and nursed me. Don't ever allow your role in my gifts to be, to me, forgotten. I wouldn't exist but for your sacrifice to my Father. I hear every word you speak with my heart. I heed your wise counsel always, but sometimes it is too soon, or not the time. That is the love of which St. John writes. Know it in your heart today. Acknowledge it. For in your family today and every day, even when you're fighting with your mom. Blessed be my brother Jesus, who recalls to me so lovingly and gently as we write together. Love you, brother, for allowing me to write of the things we've spoken of privately. I love you more every day, if that is at all possible. For those of you who listen today, these things that I write about, my brother Jesus and I spoke of these. It would have been in late 2017 that we first spoke of these, and he reminded me of them in late 2018. And then when I found this first writing, he reminded me of them again today, with love. May you all feel the love of Christ as you listen or as you read them. You can hear the love of Christ as he speaks of his mother. For hearing him speak of her, you can just hear it in every word. He loves her so fully that it brings tears to my eyes whenever he speaks of her. I almost wish I could have met her. Their love is so great. May you someday have a love such as that. Happy New Year. May you have a safe, blessed, happy, and peaceful decade.